And joining us now is Quentin Giles, political strategist and former campaign staffer for Elizabeth Warren's 2020 presidential campaign and Stacey Abrams' 2022 gubernatorial campaign, and Republican strategist Julio Rivera. Welcome back, both of you guys. We always love having you on the show here. Julio, I want to start with you. Despite pushback from officials in Colorado and Ohio about these claims that the former president has made, they have been deemed baseless in many ways. Why does the former president keep pushing this on the campaign trail, and does this help or hurt his overall campaign?
Well, they're certainly not baseless, because there is some evidence to support some of the claims that the president or a former president has been making. But I think it speaks to the larger issue, the explosion in illegal immigration and not being able to track the people that are coming in here and all the negative consequences associated with that. I mean, obviously, we see the crime that's been imported, the Chinese fentanyl, all the overdoses and all these sorts of things. I think that in certain communities that have particularly absorbed a lot of these migrants as they've come in, and, you know, across the border states, there's a lot of hardworking tax-paying Americans who are just fed up, and they feel like their voices are not being heard in Washington, D.C. in regards to the immigration issue.
Well, and from what we've heard from Springfield, the only report that's come out of Ohio that has something to do with what the president said, a woman who is an Ohio native, not a Haitian immigrant, was arrested 2 hours away from the city of Springfield for animal cruelty to a cat. And that's largely what's been attributed as, you know, where this all came from. There is gang activity in Aurora, Colorado, but the mayor pushing back, saying gangs are not taking over entire apartment complexes. So putting the former president in question in a lot of ways from moderate voters. Quentin, I want to hear your response to, you know, your thoughts on these claims being put out by former President Donald Trump.
It's racist, but I expect nothing less from the former president. Let's talk about Haitian immigrants who are in Springfield, who are actually here under a protected status from the United States government. So they're here legally. The mayor has also come out and said that they have an influx of Haitian immigrants because they were vetted and courted by jobs, by business owners, because there were jobs that the local people were not taking, and these Haitian immigrants chose to take. So not only are they here legally, they're also working and paying taxes because employers are courting them to be there. That's why they're there. And let's also talk about Colorado. When that story first came out, it was lost on me, because this could not be the same city where we had the killing of beautiful Elijah McClain under that police department, allowing gangs to somehow absorb entire apartment complexes. So it already sounded like a hoax to begin with. And one final thing about Donald Trump propagating these things, it is insanity for Donald Trump and the Republican Party to try to lecture us about toning down the rhetoric, about being mindful of our words, particularly after his own assassination attempt, where we had a substantive conversation about how words can be impactful and damaging. And for him, not even a month later, to go out and use his power in speech to propagate lies, thereby putting people in danger. This man is not fit to be in office. We would not accept this behavior from our pastor, from our school administrators, from our neighbors. Why would we accept it from a person who wants the highest office in the land? And so I think out of the many things that disqualify Donald Trump, this should be at the top of the list.
Julio, I want to hear